We'll begin this practice with Dharma Chakra Mudra, the gesture of turning the wheels. For more information on Dharma Chakra Mudra, you can check the Mudras page of this site. Take the thumb and index of each hand together, and then the thumb and index of your right hand will point to the tip of the middle finger of your left hand. When you bring them in front of your heart, your left palm will face your heart and your right palm will face away. This is a great mudra for when you have questions about your purpose in this life. You know, we all have a unique gift that we're here to offer this world, but sometimes it's hard to figure out what it is, or to know if you're on the right track, or to know how to take all the magic inside of you and bring it out into the world. So this is great for that. It's great for helping your outer world reflect accurately what's happening in your heart and in your mind. So as you take this mudra, you can drop your mind into your heart and just notice, perhaps there's a question there. What is my purpose? What is my gift that I'm offering to the world? That can be your thought as you practice today. And then take your hands to your knees and begin to circle your spine around in one direction. Sufi circles. The head can also start to circle around with the spine. It's a meditative practice here, allowing the mind to empty and tethering it to the movement of the breath and the body. And after a few of these big circles, you can come to a stop and go the other way. Circle the spine all the way around. Feel yourself well anchored so that you can really enjoy the movement, big luscious movements. Eventually settling in the center and coming to a stop. And as you do, hold your knees tight, lift your heart up through your arms, tilt the head back, and then drop the chin and round your back, rock towards your sacrum. Seated cat-cows, the heart flies up through the arms as you breathe in, and then you press the back of the heart behind you and drop the chin as you breathe out. This is wonderful also for the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, which is how we express all the wonderful magic inside of us to the world. And also a good one to go with Dharma Chakra Mudra. And then you can add the arms. Reach the right arm up and back as you inhale, then hold tight to the knees, rock back and round. Reach the left arm up and back on the next inhale. You can follow it with your eyes. Keep moving like this, alternating the arms. So now not just stretching the spine and opening the heart, but also adding lots of shoulder stretching in here too. Do a couple more, one more each side. And then you can settle back in the center of things with a nice tall spine. And nothing too fancy here. You're just going to help yourself up to standing. We'll do a little more kind of rhythmic swaying movement. First, you can forward bend over your legs, let the head hang. If you want to shake things around a little bit, shake some of the nonsense out, go for it. Shake the dust off and then roll up. Feet hip width apart. Actually, outer hip width apart is even better, nice and wide. And just start to turn the torso, swinging it in one direction and then the next. And the hands can gently tap the body as they swing around you. The movement, it can hopefully feel just organic, like you don't even have to be in charge so much. And to go a little deeper, widen the feet more, and as you turn to one side, the other heel lifts. So you really add the legs here and get a little more twisting and turning. And then after a couple of those, you'll come to a nice stop and just pause. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the breath move in your body. Allow the dust to settle. And then I'm going to show you the namaskar that we're going to do today. You can just watch first. Right foot steps behind the left. I reach overhead to hold the right wrist with my left hand. It's a big sideways bend. And then from there, and it's okay if it's a little wobbly, the right knee will wrap over the left and the right arm under for eagle pose. And you can get teeny tiny. And then what I call the kneeling goddess, as you unravel, the right shin comes next to the left foot, and the hands collect in a prayer above your head, almost like a crown. So that's what we're going to use today for our namaskars. So you can come to the top of your mat and bring your hands to prayer. Reach your arms up, catch the right wrist, step the right foot behind you, arch to the side, and then wrap it all up in eagle, right leg over, right arm under. from eagle, you'll unwrap everything and bring your right shin down next to your left foot, kneeling goddess, hands collecting above the head. And then release the hands to the front of the mat. Step the right foot way back. Reach your left arm open and take a twist here. Breathe from your bones to your skin and back. Drop the hand, Adho Mukha Svanasana, step back to down dog. And then roll your down dog out into a plank pose. Empty your plank all the way down to the earth. Plug your tailbone into the ground for cobra. The heart rises. And through hands and knees, slowly and carefully, back into downward facing dog where you land. Breathe well. Keep clearing the mind with your breath. Look forward and you can walk or hop up to the top of the mat, come up halfway and then fold again. Soften your knees, rise all the way up, reach for the left wrist, hold it with your right hand. Step the left foot behind and arch to the side. When you can't arch anymore, wrap left leg over right, left arm under right, Garuda, the eagle. Get tiny, tiny. And then unravel and settle the left shin down next to the right foot. Touch the palms in Anjali Mudra above your head. Release hands to feel the earth. Step the left leg way back. Reach your right arm open and twist. Drop the top hand, step back, downward facing dog. Roll that down dog out into plank pose. And take your plank right down to meet the ground. Uncurl the toes, open the heart, Bhujangasana, cobra. Through hands and knees, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop up. Inhale, stretch the heart forward, then fold. Rise all the way up, hold the right wrist. Step the right foot behind. Arch it gracefully sideways. And then wrap it all up. Right leg over, right arm under. Eagle, sink the hips. You can tip forward if you like. And then eagle turns into that graceful kneeling goddess. Right shin next to left foot, hands collecting above the head. And settle the hands down, extend the right toes back. Raise your left arm up to the sky, twist it out. So slowly now, reverse warrior. Anchor the back foot, pinwheel open to the side. Stretch your left baby finger away from your left knee. Cartwheel your hands to meet the earth. Step back, plank pose. Lower chaturanga this time if it's in your practice, and then roll over the toes, upward dog. And downward facing dog, landing there. Look forward, hop or walk forward. Inflate the heart, stretch out, and then bow again. Rise all the way up. Catch the left wrist, step the left foot behind. Eagle, left leg over, left arm under. Everything gets nice and wrapped. And then when you release the eagle, bring the left knee down next to the right foot. Touch the palms together above your head. And lower hands down, extend left leg back. Reach right arm open, twisting. So be mindful in the transition here. Back heel comes down and arms sweep up and open. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel your hands carefully down. Step back into your plank. Bend the elbows close to the ribs, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. And exhale back, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look up, bend the knees, hop forward. Stretch the heart away from the hips and then fold into your shins. Rise slowly up, catch the right wrist. Step the right foot behind, a sweet arch to the side. And then twine the arms and legs for your eagle. Right arm under, right leg over. Snuggle into yourself, bow forward. And from there, kneeling goddess, right shin down, palms collecting sweetly above your head as you sit on your heel. Lower the hands, step the right foot back and twist. Left arm reaches high. Be so sweet and mindful with this transition. Reverse warrior. Left arm comes down. The right arm starts to peel up as you anchor the back heel. Stretch yourself over to the side, reaching left hand away from left knee. This time, Skandasana, the back knee bends, the right one like a half squat. Reach over to it with a prayer. And then walk your way around to the right side, to the back of your mat. Raise your right toes up to the sky, one-leg dog. You can bend the knee that's in the air and open that hip. And if you feel ready, you can flip your dog over, coming into the wild thing. Find the peak of your back bend and then turn it back around, landing in plank and lowering chaturanga. Inhale, ride it open. Exhale, back downward, facing dog, land and breathe. Keep dropping your mind into your heart. Look forward, step or hop forward, come up halfway, dive back into your legs. Rise up, hold the left wrist, step the left foot behind you, bend it like a reed in the breeze, and then wrap your left leg over, left arm under for Garuda. And then from Garuda, you'll kneel down so gracefully on that left shin, touching the palms together in Anjali Mudra. Release the hand, step the left foot back, peel the right arm high, twisting. And then that smooth transition into reverse warrior. Swing the arms around like you're clearing all the space around you, cleaning all the windows in the house of your mind and heart. Reverse warrior turns into Skandasana. Left knee bends towards the back of your space. Put the palms together in a prayer that opens all sides of the heart. And then walk it around to the left for one-legged downward dog. The left leg goes up high. That leg in the air bends, and slowly you can drip, drip, drip yourself back into a back bend, or you can always stay right where you are. Feel the back bend unfold and reach its peak, and then turn it around and take your vinyasa, plank into chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and hips high for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look forward, knees bend, and you float your way up to the hands. Look up halfway, dive down to the legs, rise all the way up, hold the right wrist, step the right foot behind, over to the left side you go. And then the legs wrap, the arms wrap, right arm under for eagle. Lift the belly button in and up, and maybe fold forward if you have room. Turn eagle into your kneeling goddess, right shin down, palms connecting above the head, settling for a moment. And then drop hands, step the right foot back, sweep the left arm open, twist. Take good care of your body in this transition by moving mindfully. Reverse warrior, almost like you're moving through honey here. When you can't stretch to the side anymore, take Skandasana, bend the back knee, connect the palms in a prayer. Walk around to the right, one leg downward dog, right leg lifts high, bend the knee, open the hip, and you can tip, tip, tip back into that wild thing. Gonna add on right here. See if you can straighten your left leg so that when you sit down, just sit right where you are. You're ready for Marichasana. Left leg straight, toes up. Right foot a good distance away from your left thigh. You can bind around the right shin, or you can always just walk your hands out towards that left foot. Any amount will be just fine. If you're binding, you'll fold forward, reach the sternum towards the left big toe. When you release this one, release the arms, look forward, plant the left hand behind you again. Come back through your wild thing. And now bring that right knee up towards the sky. Can you touch it, even if just for a second? And then if you can hold that knee, then work on lifting your gaze and maybe even opening your heart towards the ceiling a little bit more. Stay for another 2 breaths if you can. It's okay if it's shaky. And when you let go, make that transition so careful. Landing in a vinyasa, turning around, dropping down, plank chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, back downward, facing dog. Landing and reconnecting to your breath, reconnecting to your intention here. Look forward, step or hop forward, elongate, and then bow again. Rise up, catch the left wrist, step the left foot behind the right, arching over to the side. And then wrap up your limbs, left leg over, left arm under. Get tiny, tiny here if you can, bow forward. And then kneel your way down, left shin settling next to right foot, touching the palms. Bring the hands down, step the left foot back, and raise the right arm for your twist. Start to circle the arms open, anchor the back heel, reverse warrior. Like you're swimming through the sky. Skanda, bend the left knee, catch a prayer over towards it. And then walk the hands around to the left side. Pluck that left leg up in the air, one-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Go slow as you can as you fall backwards into your wild thing. Try to straighten that right leg out, because now you know we're going to sit down for Marichasana. So right where you are, just sit right down. Arrange the legs, the left foot about 6 inches away from the right thigh. Lean forward. If you want to reach around the left shin and bind, you can. You can always hold a strap or a bathtub or bathrobe belt, something like that. And fold forward if you have the room. Keep the right toes active, pointing up. And when you release your Marichasana, look forward. Release the bind. If you had it, turn to the right, placing the right hand at the back of the mat. Come back up into that wild thing. And then bring your left knee up towards your chest. Touch it. Maybe if it's even just for 1 second, or maybe you can hold on for a few breaths and look up bravely, turning gaze, heart, and hips towards the sky. And then release it into the vinyasa. Plank lower halfway. Slide the heart wide open. And hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Look forward, fly it forward. Come on up halfway and then bow again. Rise all the way up. Hold on to that right wrist, step left foot behind. And then right leg wraps over the left, right arm wraps under the left. Bowing down, deeply you go. And then kneel your way down, unravel and place right shin next to left foot. Oh, my mistake, dancer pose here. So this time, come up into dancer on your left foot, holding your right ankle. Now from the dancer, can you lower down into your kneeling goddess, touch the palms above your head. And then it changes a bit here. Sit off to the inside of your right heel. Make your spine nice and tall here. And then we'll try a Marichasana in this shape with a half virasana. So if you can bind around that left shin, go for it. This would be a great place to use a strap. Or you can always just hold your shin in your hands and stay with a nice tall spine. Releasing your Marichasana, if you had it, take the left hand behind you. You can hook the right elbow over the left knee and twist that way, or you can always hook the arm around the knee like a little hug. Lengthen up out of the hips as you inhale and twist as you exhale. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. And then unravel your twist and turn back to face the center. You can catch the hands around the shin again and elongate if you need to. And then if you want to take Supta Virasana here, you can go backwards. Scoop the tailbone underneath you as you crawl back onto your palms and then elbows and then perhaps the shoulder blades. If the right knee comes up off the floor, then stay upright with your spine. If your right knee will stay down towards the mat, you can also catch your left shin in your hand. Remember not to force anything with the knees or with the ankles. Always move at your own pace. There's no rush with these things. And then whatever you are doing, just begin to play that in reverse. So if you were holding the left shin, you can place the left foot back. If you were down on your shoulder blades, use the elbows and then palms to lift you back up. And just simply step your way forward into a standing forward bend at the top of the mat. Shake your legs out a little bit. Loop your big toes up. Make sure there's a few inches in between your feet. Look forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, dive into your legs. Remember that you can have your knees bent any amount here, and that's no problem at all. Keep pouring your body out over your thighs, lifting your sitting bones towards the ceiling. Release your big toes. Sweep your arms all the way up. Catch the left wrist, step the left foot behind. And then wrap your left leg over, your left arm under. Garudasana, the eagle. The eagle gets teeny tiny, and then the eagle turns into dancer. Hold onto your left ankle, reach your right arm up, kick the toes up and back, up and back. And be mindful in those in-between moments, the transitions. Left shin comes down next to right foot, palms touch in prayer. And then you're going to sit to the inside of that left heel like a half virasana. Always feel free to use any props that you need. So if you feel topply in this pose, put a blanket underneath your seat. So Marichasana, binding around that right shin. You can catch the hands. You can even grab your t-shirt if you need to, or you can simply hold the shin and stay tall. If you have the bind, you can start to bend forward. Even just a little bit is enough. And releasing for your twist. Right hand behind you, that'll keep your spine tall. Left elbow can tuck across the knee. Be sure that the knee here is pressing back a bit against the elbow if you have that elbow over it. The elbow tends to kind of move the knee in towards the center, and then you're not getting as much of a twist. So use that nice tension of the knee pressing back against the arm. And then turn back to center, and then you can go down onto your back if you have the room, not forcing anything. Make sure that your lower back stays really spacious, so you take that tailbone and move it towards the front of your mat. If you're down there, you can catch the right shin in your hands. Try to keep that left knee really anchoring down towards the floor. Sometimes it's nice to put something on it, like a blanket, to help give it a little weight. And then in no rush at all, you're going to come out one slow step at a time. So if you were holding that right shin, you can release it, put your right foot down, climb onto your elbows and then your palms to lift the spine up. Release the feet out in front of you, come onto your back, and just shake your legs up into the sky. Just a nice little leg release here after all that work. And then put your feet down, take them hip width apart, knees bent, heels underneath the knees. Feel your big toes, inner edges of the feet nice and anchored. And take the bridge, raise your hips to the sky, clasp your hands underneath you. Rock from side to side. Get those shoulders really underneath. And keep raising your tailbone towards the sky, raising your chest towards your chin. After one more breath, release your hands. Slowly take the spine back down to the floor. You can widen the feet a couple of inches, drop the knees together, and take this easy resting pose. Second round, if you're ready for full wheel, place your palms beside your ears and lift up into full wheel. If full wheel isn't in your practice yet, no problem. You can take the bridge again, half wheel. Can you soften your edges here and let the breath expand you in every direction? And to release the pose, you'll bring your chin into your chest, slowly come down from the full wheel, or release the arms, roll down from the bridge. Feet wide, knees touching. You can place the left hand on your heart, the right hand on your belly, and just feel and luxuriate in the movement of your breath. And then one more round. You can take bridge again, or you can take full wheel again. Put your palms by your ears, raise up. If you want to take a variation in your wheel, walk in just a touch closer, and then kick one leg at a time up into the air. Try to reach the toes straight up towards the sky, like you're reaching for the sun. If you did the legs in the air, take that down, change legs. You can also raise legs one leg at a time in your bridge pose. Doesn't have to be just in wheel. And then releasing, if you walked your feet in from the wheel, walk them back out so that when you come down, your knees don't go beyond your toes. You'll come down safely. Come down, widen the feet, kiss the knees together, bring the palms together in a prayer of gratitude. Take that right to your third eye. And then your knees can windshield wiper from side to side. After a few windshield wipers, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock around a little bit here too. Just relieving any tension in the back, like you're ironing out any knots or kinks. Go ahead and rock yourself all the way up to sit. Take your legs into a wide straddle, just as wide as they'll go. Toes point up, back of the knees press down, and you're going to go sideways here. Walk your right hand out alongside the outer edge of your right leg and carve your left arm up and over alongside your ear. If the arm on top feels stressful, you can always just wrap it gently behind your back. The idea here is to really turn your heart open towards the sky. See if you can even elongate the bottom side of the ribs. And then come on up, drop your left hand behind your seat like a big wide stargazer. Lift your hips, raise the right arm. And then go to the other side. Left hand walks towards outer left foot. Right arm reaches up and over. Keep the toes lifted towards the sky on both sides. Try to scoop the left ribs and belly underneath you as you shine your heart towards the sky. And when you come up and out of this one, right hand behind you, raise the left arm, raise the hips, dig your heels into the ground, and then come on down. So you've got some options here. You can just walk the hands out and go straight ahead nice and simply, or you can twine the arms together, walk the right hand under the left shoulder, and then walk the left arm across. Palms are down, and they crawl away from each other. And when you can't walk them away anymore, you can bow your head down. You can always put your head on a block or a cushion here. Keep softening your edges. If you start to feel caught up in the pose, use the breath to calm your mind, body, and heart. And then unravel this. If you took the crossed arms variation, you'll go to the other side. But first you're going to scoop your big toes up. Straighten your legs and come into a wide open boat pose here. Move the back of the body towards the front so the heart stays wide open. And you might even be able to push the heels so far up towards the sky that you can hold on to the big toes and come right back into your wide-legged seat, Upavishta Konasana. And then you can fold straight through the center, or left arm crawls under right shoulder, right arm crawls to the left, and you keep crawling the hands away from each other until you fold down towards the floor, head on the ground or head on the block, or head just floating is fine too. Deep, deep breath in and out, and then unravel yourself. Scoop the knees in a bit, loop those big toes up in your peace sign fingers, and stretch your legs wide up and open. Then bring the legs together. See if you can close the gap between your belly and thighs. And then drop the legs down gently, Paschimottanasana, long-legged forward bend. Stretch your heart towards your toes, and then let the head fall. You can hold the outer edges of your feet, or you can rest your palms on the ground. Release your Paschimottanasana. Slowly roll your way up. Take any seated meditation pose that you like. A simple cross-legged is just fine. And then your Dharma Chakra Mudra right at the heart, bringing the best of you out into the world, allowing your heart to shine, to be represented, allowing you to share your magic with the universe. Release your mudra and prepare for Shavasana. Settle down onto your back. Take a big breath in. You can open your mouth and let it just pour out. Rest your bones and be held by the ground. Feel all the support around you. And rest as long as you like. Namaste.